Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at the poison pawn variation, and specifically we're looking at this critical position. It's critical. It's critical because Black has three main options: Rook e8, Rook d8, and Knight c6. And it seems like this is the critical position where Black really has to make his decision on what to play next. Well, let's see. Why don't we look at a few variations of this? Okay, so Knight c6, Rook e8, and Rook d8 seem to be the main moves, and actually White's doing well in all of them. So just a heads up. So Knight c6. Let's look at Knight c6 first. So Black sacrifices the exchange. He has a lot of pawns. So he has 3 pawns, and so it's not that bad. This move, Knight c6, was recommended in Kirill Georgiev's book, The Sharpest Sicilian. It was actually recommended in the first edition of it, and we'll see why he changed his recommendation. So, obviously, you would think, obviously, we have to examine bishop takes f8, king takes f8. Castles. I believe somewhere actually a grandmaster actually played queen b6. Let me check that really quickly. Oh, Luther against Patachnik played queen b6, and the game ended very quickly. Take a few seconds to think about it if you want. Pause the video. Okay, so hopefully you've all paused it if you wanted to. The move is rook takes f7, and the idea is after king takes f7, rook takes d7, bishop takes d7, and queen takes b6, and white wins. So after rook takes f7, I believe the game went king g8, and then he took on g7, same idea, and that's winning. So Patachnik resigned. Let's see, but queen e5 is certainly queen e5 is certainly better than giving away the queen, and there's still a complex fight ahead, but Black should not be worse. Another alternative is knight takes f8, and it was played by Von Lilly, and then after castles, queen e5, and again, Black has reasonable play. So that looks fine. Looks like black's doing quite alright in this line. But then after just as it started to seem as though black was doing quite alright, I believe it was Shiro. He came up with this move, castles. Let me make sure I get the game right. So it was Shiro against Guliev, and the game continued on. Rook e8. Oops. Queen f2. Wait, is this the game? That game continued f5. Sorry. Let's see. And but let me first go over this. Queen f2, f5, bishop h5, and white has a clear advantage. And if rook d8, queen f4, queen f5, queen h4, and for example g5, h5, queen h5, queen g6, takes, bishop c7, rook e8, rook takes d7, 90. e8, bishop d6, and I think white has a clear advantage here. And that was given in Georgie's The Sharper Sicilian Part 2. Okay, or the second edition. Right? Queen a5, rook d3, knight f8, and this move c4. And the idea is queen f2, rook a3, winning. So first taking away the square and winning the queen, winning material. So so f5, and probably the most obvious move is bishop takes f8, and then knight takes f8, knight d6, I believe. Queen e5, queen takes, knight takes, rook b1, after d7, and I think white has an advantage here. The share of game continued after knight d6, b5. We'll just see how that ended. So bishop f3, bishop d7, knight takes f5, e takes f5, rook takes d7, knight takes d7, bishop takes d6, c6, rook d8, takes, queen e6, rook f7 and rook f5, and after bishop d7, his opponent, Cher's opponent, resigned. But this is what the obvious continuation would have been, and this is losing as after queen c7, queen e8, and black can resign. So it doesn't look like knight c6 is offering good chances for black to find play. So rook e8. Yeah, let's look at rook e8. Rook e8. After castles, f5, queen g3. Oops. Queen g3. Knight c6. If f takes e4. Queen g6. Rook d8. f7. This is looking really bad for black. Let's see. Let's just continue this variation. This was Ribka against Shredder in 2007. Queen c3, bishop g4, knight f8. F8. Bishop takes f8. Queen a1 check. Rook f1. Queen takes f1. King takes f1. Rook takes f8. And rook f2. And white is just winning this position. Oops. Okay, so bishop h5. Where am I? Oh, sorry. Oh. So here the continuation could go. Bishop h5. And sorry. Even better. Bishop h5, and then this. And this is just I mean, he could play, one could play, or he could take this pawn. Either way, much better for white. Bishop h5. No, sorry. Queen g6 makes a lot more sense. Okay. Queen d8. That makes perfectly reasonable move. Bishop c4. Oops. After king h8, g5. Obviously, queen takes. Leads to check. H takes. So now what? What's the continuation? Well, rook d3. After g4. Whoops. Give you a second to think about it. Hopefully you find the right move. White to play and win. pause if you still need more time. Rook takes f5. The idea being after f takes, queen h5 is made. Alright. And you're threatening rook h5. Or after queen h5, queen f7, then rook h5. So, for example, if I played say rook a7, just a wasted move. Whoops, no. Queen h5 is best. King has to move, and then it's checkmate. Okay. So, it doesn't look like black's doing great after rook e8 either. So, rook to d8. Sorry. Again, queen g3. Oops. Queen f5. In his home preparation, Alan at the time stated that he felt like White's attack was pretty much over, but we'll see. At Wake Genze in 2007, Matiyelov found a way to keep the attack alive with bishop e5. After queen g6, queen h4, oops. Knight c6, bishop h5. Let's try to yeah, bishop h5 is the improvement over the Russian Grandmaster's move. In the game at chorus, he played castles, and after f5, bishop h5, queen h7, bishop b2, f takes, rook f7, rook f8. He missed a chance to draw with rook takes g7, queen takes g7, bishop takes g7, king takes g7, queen g3, king h8, and queen g6, which was a draw. This was his last chance to draw. In the game, he played he played queen f2. And after rook takes, queen takes, king h8, rook f2, e5. Oh, e5, and pretty much at this point, White can resign. The game, I believe, ended this. Anyways, so castles was not a good move, but bishop h5 was much better. Would have been much better. After queen f5, this nice shot, bishop g7. After knight c5, the idea is that if king takes, rook f1, and then you take f7 with check, and it's disastrous. And then c5. The idea of this is if knight say this, and I'm just looking. Oh no. I was just looking at this, but okay, sure. So then e5, and if it takes on a c5, then I take on e4. So black do just fine. But again, that's not so easy. So let's see. If knight g3, then you just push the queen over. But I think the most challenging is taking on c5 yourself. And the obvious idea is that if takes here, bishop f6 is just winning on the spot. Not, of course, rook d8, which is a mistake, as after king takes g7, rook d3, queen b4, and this is roughly about equal. But obviously not knight takes here, as after bishop f6, black is in quite a bit of trouble. So let's see. King takes g7 though is the main move. Just preventing the bishop f6 stuff. Rook f1, queen e5, knight e4, queen a1, rook d1, like rook takes d1, bishop takes d1, queen e5, let's see. Rook f6. Rook f6, bishop d7, queen takes h6, king g8. And here a nice move, king f1. So for example, if rook f4, something like f4, f5 could be played, and then the king can try to run away. So king f1, it's basically saying, telling black to make a useful move. And we'll see, it's rather difficult. For example, rook f4, f5, so king f2, queen d4 is a nice move. King g3, king g3, oh, sorry, rook f8. And then, like, if rook f3, then here, e3, and rook f7, and this should be fine. Actually, I think white might be in a lot of trouble. F4, and e7, and this is, yeah, this is a lot of trouble for white because of the fork. So king f1 is, I think, a brilliant move. Also, it should be noted that let's see here. After rook f4, f5, rook f8, knight d6, queen g7 is best. Okay. Now, obviously queen takes e4 is met with rook e4, but this is e1. This was, I think, what I thought was a draw, but I'm not so sure. I'm trying to remember the analysis that I've done. I don't think this has ever been played. Oh, it has been. The game's all with here. And here. And after d8, rook h3, queen takes e4, king f1, a5. This is quite problematic. And obviously, queen takes is, well, I mean, black does have chances to draw. This certainly isn't what black wants out of the opening. So, as we can see, drawing on all these conclusions after a long study of the poison pawn, I feel like just studying the poison pawn really helps an individual tactically. That's my personal opinion. It's a good thing to study. But at the same time, it doesn't. The poison pawn, I think, isn't suspect right now. If my knowledge of theory is still accurate, it's certainly going through some tough times, and it needs another player to come around with new ideas and to revive it. Because right now it's in trouble. this line beginning with rook d1 here is just an amazing idea. Well, it's not amazing, but it's a tough nut to crack, and it's proven that over the past few years. So, well, I guess you could say that we just spent a long time talking about an opening that is not very good, but is currently in suspect. And I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, it's good to know this theory. And so, for me personally, I can't recommend the poison pawn or black. For you white players out there, again, I assume you found this survey of the poison pawn at least somewhat helpful. I hope you did at least. I personally am in the belief that knight c6 is probably the way to go. But again, it's a different kind of game. And after castles, queen takes. Rook takes, and this is a roughly equal endgame. Okay, so I guess this will conclude the series on the poison pawn, and we will get back to we'll look at a different line. We'll get back to I'll get back to the main line after a6. We'll look at a different move other than bishop g5, because we have spent a significant amount of time talking about bishop g5, and that's but that's that. Again, this is Jonathan Soo Hoo. I'm an expert in chess, and thanks for watching.